Hello YouTube, this is Sonoma calling. I spent about an hour recording and re-recording my planned video for today until I realized none of it got recorded. So the intended language video is gonna have to be postponed for another time. Instead, I'm gonna go down the path that many people have already taken. I'm gonna talk about politics. I'm gonna talk about Trump. But instead of going the conventional route where I completely shit on him or praise him, saying that he works 20 hours a day and that he's the second coming and some Alex Jones bullshit, or call him Hitler, I'm actually going to be more nuanced about it. A little background about myself. I was a Bernie supporter. I voted for him in the primaries when my state primary came up. I really hoped he would win, but unfortunately, he got cheated by the DNC and her anointed majesty herself, Hillary Clinton. So yeah, well, we could have been talking about President-elect Bernie Sanders right now, but instead, we got an orange orangutan. This is why we can't have nice things, DNC, but whatever. It's whatever. But honestly, after the primaries, and after Hillary got anointed, personally, I was kind of hoping Trump would win. Just because I knew that if Hillary won, it would just have been the same old, you know, establishment status quo all over again. So so on election night, I was actually very excited that Trump won. No, no, excited is the wrong word. I was very hopeful that he won because I'm not a Trump supporter, but I knew he was probably the lesser of two evils. First off, I don't think he's Hitler. Calling him Hitler is way is giving him way too much credit. First off, Hitler wasn't born, didn't inherit $1 million from his father. Second, he served his country in World War One in the trenches for 4 years. He wasn't a draft dodger. He wrote his own book, and he actually had a clear ideology. All four of which Trump doesn't have. Also, Hitler was a good speaker. Trump, on the other hand, has a vocabulary of a fourth grader, but even that's being too generous with him. Because I have a niece who's in the fourth grade who speaks better English than he does. But despite everything, I still think he's the best. He was the best possible choice because he might just fuck things up so badly. He's going to destroy the Republican Party. And Hillary has already destroyed the Democratic Party. So I'm hoping in 4 years, both parties will be so just in utter chaos. We'll have a viable third party for once. I'm hopeful. Keep my fingers crossed here that maybe 4, maybe even 8 years. Instead, it'll be a Green Party candidate versus, let's say, a Libertarian candidate, and Democrats and Republicans are completely sidelined. Now, I, 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 I laugh when like his supporters defend him at every turn. I mean, he's not he's not draining the swamp like he promised. If anything, he's doing the complete opposite. He's filling his cabinet with his cronies, with Wall Street, with Wall Street CEOs. His Secretary of State choices the worked for ExxonMobil. I think he might, but I think he's gonna reach a point where even his staunch supporters can't support him and it can't defend him anymore. Like it'll just like the mental gymnastics at some point will be way too much. I wouldn't even be surprised if he picked Hillary Clinton for a cabinet position. I would love to see Alex Jones and all of them try to defend him after that. Would be hilarious. And I would also like to make one point about Alex Jones. That guy, he started his career like his entire career has been anti-establishment. Like he thinks everything is a conspiracy theory. So um like if there's a shooting, he's like false flag, false flag. This is like, globalism. This is like a false flag to take away our guns and impose a global government. But then he all of a sudden this past year, he suddenly like supported the mainstream candidate. He placed all of his bet on Donald Trump. And I don't think he expected to win him for Trump to win. I think he just expected that Trump would, you know, get pretty far, but then lose to Hillary, and then he could just spend the next 4 years complaining about how, his candidate lost because it was rigged, and now suddenly his candidate won, and he doesn't know what to do about it. Like, I mean, he's now kind of in the establishment, so yeah. Um, if he, I see him turning against Trump within. Mark my words, he's gonna turn against Trump within a year because the next time there's a mass shooting, what's he gonna do? Say Trump didn't? Say Trump was behind it? Also, I feel both sides are crazy because on Hillary's side, they're just as bad. These people are talking about the fake media and doing a recount. I mean, or getting Trump impeached. Don't they know that if Trump gets impeached, he's his vice president takes over. So if you're gonna impeach Trump, you have to impeach Mike Pence too. Because if you don't, you're gonna end up with someone much worse than Trump, in my opinion. That Pence dude, he doesn't. He believes in gay conversion therapy. He was. He doesn't. He's a smoking truther. He doesn't believe smoking causes cancer. He did it. He didn't believe it at first, but then he kind of backpedaled. But he still does. He's still not quite 100% convinced. And frankly, I think everyone just needs to chill out. And I would give Trump a chance. He might not actually be that bad. Like I think maybe he'll. Like I don't see him starting a nuclear war, but because even I think he's not that stupid. And also, he won't do anything that will. I feel like he won't do anything that will hurt his own bottom line. So, at the end of the day, I'm kind of, quietly optimistic. And I think that's just how everyone else should be about it when it comes to politics. Anyway, so this is kind of like the impromptu video of today. Hopefully, I'll get my act together with the whole audio visual thing and come out with a better video tomorrow. All right, that's all. Have a good one, YouTube.